Cattle producers can face all kinds of challenges when it comes to protecting the environment, but they all have a common goal: leaving the land better than they found it. Today, we're taking a look at the 2019 regional winners of the Environmental Stewardship Award. Let's visit the Region 3 award recipients from Minnesota.
Didrikson Farms is a fourth-generation cow-calf operation located in northern Minnesota, just a short distance from the Canadian border. Brothers Thor and Dana recently took over day-to-day management of the 4,500-acre farm from their dad.
So right now it's my brother and I, and my dad is still involved. We actually just bought most of the land from him last year and finishing up this year, and then so we're kind of right in the middle of that transition, but he's still around every day and helping out.
It was always a wish of my dad to pass it on and to hand over management reins, and that started when I first came home. He's always been very willing and interested to pass on that responsibility and decision making.
From the start, Thor and Dana made healthy soil and grass top priority. The brothers consolidated their cows to create fewer, larger herds. Next, they implemented a strip grazing plan where they used portable electric fencing to divide their large pastures into smaller, more efficient areas.
Strip grazing is just we fence them into a strip for a set amount of time. And most of our pastures, especially now when we're calving, are daily moves. So we give them another strip of grass every day. And that's fresh grass. It hasn't had any livestock on it. It's adaptive, and you're basing your decisions off what you're seeing, what you're observing with the cattle, and what you're observing with the grass.
With strip grazing, we're increasing our stock density per acre, but the biggest benefit is we're giving a higher percentage of the ranch more rest at one time. We'll graze through this pasture once and then leave for the rest of the growing season.
The added rest has benefited their grass, and it's improved their overall soil health with an increase in organic matter and a decrease in weeds and water runoff.
If you focus on your soil health and regenerating it, making it better, not necessarily sustaining it, but making it better, the compounding production levels is astonishing, and it allows us to stock more animals on same acres. The rest is really the key to the whole thing, and allowing that grass to fully recover before you come back. What's above ground is what's going down into the ground. And it doesn't take long, and in the soil profile, you'll start to see topsoil going deeper. It starts to change. If you focus on the soil and the grass, the cattle and the profitability of it will come.
We're trying to improve the soil health, and by focusing on the soil, everything else really takes care of itself, because when you have that naturally productive soil, it produces great forage for you and keeps your cattle in great condition and therefore in great health.
Dana and Thor have worked with the Natural Resources Conservation Service to install permanent water sources in some pastures. In other areas, they use portable water tanks that can be moved along with the cattle. The improvements they've made have worked so well that the Didriksons are transitioning away from grain farming to only raising grass and cattle, something rare in this part of the country.
Livestock have always been our passion. Managing the grass and especially in recent years seeing what we can really do to manage the grass and the soil with livestock has absolutely been our passion, and it's where we get the most enjoyment out of it, and it's offering the most return as well because of what we can do with our pastures.
I think one thing that sets the Didrikson Farms apart from a lot of other operations is their adaptability with managing both the pasture as well as the livestock, and that gives them the ultimate flexibility to manage the pasture to reach its fullest potential productivity-wise.
Recently, the Didrikson family began selling beef raised on their farm at several local businesses. This gives them a great opportunity to share their story with consumers.
We have grain-fed and grass-fed as well, just to hit both markets. But it's really just having the story that goes with it of locally raised meats, that they know where it's coming from and how it's treated, and they know they have the opportunity to come anytime they want and see the operation.
People love to buy it from a rancher, buy it from a farmer, because they have that connection with where their food comes from.
Thor and Dana have proven that high-quality beef production and conservation go hand in hand, and their sustainable practices make the land healthier and more efficient for generations yet to come.
I feel like we are renting the ground from my kids, my brother's kids, and their kids. We want to make it so it's better for them, or it's at least of equal or better quality soil and environment for them to take over. We want to make sure it's a sustainable, profitable business that can support families so that people can enjoy it.
To have a healthy environment, you need to have livestock, and you need to manage them correctly. And I know what we're doing is taking care of the land for the next generation, and we're going to hand it over better than what we got it, and that's the goal.
If you'd like to find out more about the Environmental Stewardship Award winners, see photos and videos, or even learn how to nominate someone for the award next year, visit the website environmentalstewardship.org.